Good morning to all. In this session, we have to discuss about Portland cement manufacturing process and setting and hardening of the Portland cement. So, first cement. Cement is one of the basic material in building construction. The adhesive and cohesive properties of cement have been used to bind materials like bricks and stone materials. So, adhesive cohesive force means attractive force between unlike structures. So, Portland cement we have to define now. It is an extremely finely divided powder of clay and limestone. That means clay and limestone materials are grounded up to their fine powder level. Then they have mixed with appropriate proportion. Then they have calcinated about 1500 degrees centigrade, in which the gypsum also added. Next, constituents. Lime is the principal constituent of the cement, which gives strength to the cement. Silica also gives strength to the cement. The calcium sulfate, that means gypsum, which is added to the cement, gives enhances the initial setting time of the cement. Then iron oxide gives color strength, and alkalis, if is there in excess, then they cause cement efflorescence. Next, manufacturing process. So this manufacturing process involves three steps. The first one is mixing of raw materials. This mixing of raw materials can be done either by dry or wet process. So in case of dry process, the raw materials like limestone and clay are crushed to roughly 2 to 5 centimeter size. Then they are crushed into fine powder. So initially that limestone and clay materials are crushed separately, and they have added with appropriate proportions, and then they have been mixed as a dry raw mix. That dry raw mix is kept into storage bins, and they are ready to feed into rotary kiln now. Next, wet process. In this wet process, that limestone as well as clay materials are crushed first, so that limestone materials are added with wet clay, and they will form a paste which is called as a slurry. That slurry is stored into basins which is ready to feed into rotary kiln. So now second step is burning. So here we are using a rotary kiln that is 2 to 3 meter in diameter, 90 to 120 meter in length. That is made up of a steel tube. It is having three different parts. First, the slurry or paste is allowed to pass through the upper part. In this upper part, the temperature is 400 degrees centigrade, where that slurry undergoes dehydration. That means water present in the slurry have been removed. After that, slurry is allowed to pass through the center part. The temperature becomes 1000 degrees centigrade, so that slurry will be decomposed to quicklime. After that, that is allowed to pass through the lower part, where the temperature becomes 1500 degrees centigrade to 1700 degrees centigrade. So here the chemical reaction takes place. Aluminates and the silicates of the calcium materials are fused together, and they will form hard materials or hard stones, that is called the clinkers. These clinkers are cooled and collected in trolleys, and now that clinkers are grounded to fine level, and then the gypsum is added. So gypsum is used to increase the initial setting time of that cement material, because that gypsum retards the dissolution of tricalcium aluminates by forming tricalcium sulfur aluminates. Finally, the grounded materials are packed into their separate bags. So now we have to discuss about setting and hardening of the Portland cement. So setting is defined as a stiffening of the original plastic mass due to initial gel formation. That means if we add water, the cement will become a stiffed material, that is called as a setting. This setting is due to formation of gel. So we have to discuss one by one. So when water is added to the cement, then some constituents of the cement will be crystallized. Some constituent of cement will get hydration. So here, if we add water, then tricalcium aluminate and tricalcium aluminate ferrate of that cement constituents are undergoing hydration, and then first that aluminates starts to hydrate. This hydration. First initial hydration takes place 24 hours, then it completes 7 to 8 days. Then the crystallization of aluminates will start at the same time that silicate starts to hydrate, which results in the formation of tribrominate gel along with the calcium hydroxide. So these tribrominate gel forms a hard stiffed material. So this when water is mixed with the paste to form a fluid paste, then hydration of the cement takes place, and this is called as a setting. That means after hydration, the turbulent gel which is formed is called as a setting process. So this gel can be used to bind all the crushed stones together, and they will form a strong binding between all building blocking materials.